Pacing the frontier. 178 engineers and executives from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and Meta just asked the U.S. government to build an emergency brake for AI development in 2026. Yesterday, the Pacing the Frontier initiative went live, signed by the architects of modern scaling laws, including Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei and OpenAI chief scientist Jacob Paciocchi. Within hours, both OpenAI and Anthropic endorsed it at the corporate level. These are not outside critics shouting at the industry. These are the people actively writing the optimization algorithms, publicly admitting they are nearing a threshold where they cannot manage the speed of their own progress. But to understand what actually spooked them, you have to look at the exact automated research mechanism they want to throttle: the automated architect. The core fear driving this petition is recursive self-improvement. Right now, scaling laws are gated by human iteration. It takes months for human researchers to design architectures, optimize training runs, and filter synthetic data. The Pacing the Frontier letter explicitly warns that labs are close to automating AI research itself. When an AI can accurately evaluate and improve the source code of its own successor, the development loop compresses from months to minutes. You no longer have humans pacing the frontier. You have a compounding algorithm running at the speed of compute. And that completely breaks the current competitive dynamic, triggering a massive prisoner's dilemma. The prisoner's dilemma. The reason these labs are appealing to Washington is pure game theory. If Anthropic pauses automated research, OpenAI overtakes them. If OpenAI halts, Meta captures the market. No lab can unilaterally throttle development without losing the compute race. They need a state-level mechanism to force industry-wide deceleration, which reveals exactly how the roadmap for scaling laws is about to hit a wall: the regulatory wall. The real implication here is that the ultimate limit to scaling laws won't be data or compute, but this exact coordinated throttle on automated research. We spent the last 3 years assuming the ceiling to AI capability would be a physical bottleneck, like exhausting the global supply of GPUs or maxing out the power grid. But this petition reveals that the first true bottleneck will be a regulatory throttle built by the labs themselves to solve their prisoner's dilemma. For builders and operators, this means the era of predictable capability jumps based entirely on hardware scaling is closing. The next phase of AI capability won't just be dictated by how many flops a lab can secure, but by how fast international oversight bodies allow those automated feedback loops to run. Watch closely how the U.S. Commerce Department responds to this specific request for pacing tools before the end of the year. Subscribe for more